Miguel is here for a lesson. We're going to include him in on this episode of Swing Makeover. What would you like to work on today? What would you like to improve?
I would like to work on consistently picking up the ball, hitting it out for distance, and just using my hips, rotating better, using my lower half.
Do you have any injuries that limit that?
Yes, I do. I have an arthritic right knee, which limits. Sometimes there's days that I don't have leg power, and I just would like to get more mechanics.
Let's take a look at about 15 swings. We'll try to pick up some tendencies. As we watch Miguel swing in slow motion, you see his typical baseball style with the back elbow up and the front shoulder down. This gives him a tendency to swing at a down angle and not make square contact with the ball on a proper plane. His body angle is too vertical. He does not rotate tightly against his front brace leg, and since his upper body tends to lunge past the hip rotation, his hips and snap are completely off. To make matters even worse, he has a definite loop in the swing caused by both his shoulder rotation pulling the lead arm too far before he extends and creates a snap with the top arm. Also, he doesn't flex and snap the wrist with that. He simply drags the bat into the ball. As we run him through the STS hitting system, we hope to change him to a better connected stance in a starting position of rear elbow down and hands back. We want to adjust his body angle back on the stride so the hips thrust open at an up angle and the swing path is leveled slightly up so we can drive the ball to the outfield as a line drive. And we want to increase the explosion of his top arm extension and wrist snap to create a more uniform snap and do it earlier in the swing so the loop is eliminated.
It's old school baseball coaches, it's gone all the way from the 20s up to now. They'll say keep your back, held up, and they'll say keep your front shoulder down. It's exactly the opposite. I mean, why would you want to come like this, and then like you said, then all of a sudden you have to adjust like here.
Like if you had to turn and hit something right in front of you, do you feel like that's a good position to start in? I mean, look where the knob is, if the bat's trailing, you have to make this adjustment to go back here.
Down.
We'd like to get you to get this elbow down. Do you ever see the one where the
I've seen that,
cord?
yeah.
All right, roll this shoulder up a little bit and straighten this arm out. All right, like this. Bring it up a little bit closer to your face. See how Bret is? Now look where the knob is. Look where the knob is. When you rotate, now go ahead and just turn your hips. Don't move your upper body. Look at how see how the bat's trailing? Okay. And you're right here, and all of a sudden,
that's
boom.
The second level of bat speed right there. When it goes, just pull it straight back, and then you just start like this, and you just go straight back, and it eliminates another timing aspect. If your body angle is back, and you're swinging from level to slightly up, you're always on that plane where if you're a little bit late, you're still going to hit it. If you're a little bit early, you're still going to hit it. Okay. Whereas if you're coming down, you have to time that perfect. And then the other thing is, when you're coming around on the two that you hit real well, out of here, you really snapped through. Your bat head came from back, snapped through right to the bottom half of the ball. On the majority of the other ones, it came from back here, around like this, and then it comes up over the top and you hit the top half of the ball. I mean, that's why you hit a line drive as opposed to doing that. So the two things, kind of like what I even said before we even started hitting, adjusting the body angle and working on improving your snap into the bottom half of the ball. Those would be the two biggest things that we'll try to improve today.
And also this.
That's great right there.
See that? So if you straighten this arm, Miguel getting a better hand position. The second thing we do is we get him to exaggerate his angle up so he can drive line drives and long fly balls into the gaps in the outfield so he doesn't chase it head down. You gotta look up and exaggerate the angle because his angle is too flat, too vertical. Boom! When I get down, I should be like this, straight. Not like this. Remember at the start when I showed you had this? Everything should be on a straight line. Do you look like you're ready to hit it up over the lights? Or lined up? Bend this knee a little bit and get a little bit of weight here. Now you're in a good angle.
A little bit more weight on the back foot. So actually squat down on it.
So turn this knee a little bit so you're on the inside of the foot here, or the front and inside.
Okay.
All right, now look up. Now do you see how you're
I feel like I am.
Now just ease your foot ahead, ball, and then boom, explode the hips up. All right, but let yourself, you just twist on you're just doing this. Punch this hip up in there. The hip punches the bat up. Ton better.
Boom.
Make sure you're tilted back.
Boom.
At least that narrows it down to two things that you can focus on. Body angle, up through, and then the snap. So, if something, doesn't feel right, just think about, you know, which one of those two things do I need to correct on that.
Connected? Okay, let's go take some swings. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, Miguel.
Nice shot.
Look at that. Look at that. Hey, you think there's a difference?
Yeah. Too high, too high.
Good ball. It's nice. You can start doing is start aiming at the top of the ball, same swing, but aim at the top of the ball and some, aim at the bottom of the ball and see if you can actually hit top spinner or bottom spinner. Nice line drive. Oh, look at that. That's about 360 feet. Oh, hey, fun now. Hey, you having some fun now?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Those are absolutely scorched. That's hitting the top of the ball with the same swing, top spin. Beautiful.
Huge difference. Just lowering the shoulder, putting my elbow down, putting the knob straight, locking my leg.
Don't you?
I feel the hips are doing most of the work compared to just the top portion of my body before, just the arms.
Everything that we did helped promote a level to slightly up swing, which is the more consistent way to hit the ball hard, as opposed to being too vertical or swinging down. You know, even if you're late on your snap or you don't have the best timing in the world and you're late on something or early, as long as you're swinging level to slightly up and you have a decent to good snap, you're always gonna hit the ball hard. So that's the main thing, that, you know, all the changes we do, they're not big changes. They all just help promote the level to slightly up swing, which is really what we're trying to get at.
All right, buddy. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I'll be back around again.
Got a chance to swing 3 of the new bats for the year, the Stadium, the Dual Stamp 1, and the Flipper Aftermath. Which of the 3 did you like the best?
I like this one right here. This one just felt more consistent to me. I just felt it explode off the ball explode off the bat, and I just love the weight. Just it felt good with me.
And that's a 27 ounce. You usually go a little bit heavier, but you can see with the end load on that swing's pretty nice, even 27
felt like
ounces.
a 30 to me. It felt like it was really pounding the ball. So this is something I really recommend.
We want to thank our sponsors, shirtsandlogos.com, creators of the most unique uniforms on the planet. They have a quick turnaround with no setup fees, and is proudly made in the USA. Go to www.shirtsandlogos.com to place your team's order today. They're the providers for our uniforms for the Swing Makeover series, and while they can't make me look sexy, the custom designs are awesome, and even Bear looks slightly less hideous. A true frickin' player.
I'm a player.